everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, ang pag-usapan natin ay tungkol sa direct and indirect speech. Pero bago yan, sa lahat ng mga hindi pa po nakakapag-subscribe sa channel ko, please consider subscribing and click the bell button below at isama mo na rin ang all para naman every time na nag-upload ako ng bagong video ay manonotify ka kaagad. Tenses of the verb have an important role in reporting speeches. May it be the exact word uttered by the speaker or any message that is relayed from one person to another. Basically, there are two forms of speeches that we use in our everyday conversation. First, we have the direct speech. Direct speech is sometimes called as quoted speech because it repeats the exact words spoken by the person. We use direct speech in writing. We place the word spoken between the quotation mark and there is no change in these words. For example, she told me I'll come home by 10 p.m. He said, I am going to school. Here, as you can see it in the example, we use quotation mark to quote the exact word spoken or uttered by the speaker. Now let's talk about indirect speech. Indirect speech is sometimes called as the reported speech. It is used to report what someone may have said or do. It always uses the past tense of the verb, and instead of using inverted commas or quotation mark, we can show that someone's speech is being described by using the word that to introduce the statement first. For example, she told me that she would come home by 10 p.m. He said that he was going to school. So here, as you can see, we are no longer using any quotation mark. Instead, we use the word that to introduce the statement first. Now, how do we change direct speech to indirect speech? Here are the rules that we must follow. First, question marks and exclamation marks are not used in reported speech. In reported speech, words such as asked, inquired, commanded, ordered, requested, advised, suggested, exclaimed, or shouted are often used in place of the reporting verb said to convey the mood of the spoken words. If the verb in the reported speech or indirect speech is stating a universal truth, a habit, or a constant situation, the tense of the verb does not change. In an indirect or reported speech, the subject comes before the verb. We do not use the helping verb do to form a reported question. Pronouns are also changed in the reported speech. So again, we have two forms of speech. We have the direct and indirect speech. We use the direct speech if we want to relay a message wherein we just repeat the exact words spoken by the person, and we use the indirect speech if we want to report what someone may have said or do. In an indirect speech, we do not repeat the message word by word. Instead, we use the word that to introduce the statement first. Through the use of direct and indirect speech, we can be able to relay information accurately. So that's all for today. I hope that you learned something. Please consider subscribing and click the bell button below. Bye!